In this video, we're going to cover, is looting map worth it, or should you only loot players? In Arena Breakout, we are also joined by Kiwi, who is currently the #2 player in Arena Breakout, and he will be offering his unique experience and knowledge for the community to learn and grow. I will present a theory, what my current belief and conclusion of a subject is. He will correct it or confirm if it is correct based on his experience. I will ask questions along the way for us to understand and learn fully together. When to loot in Arena Breakout is a question that is at the core of this game, which answers everything: when to fight, how to fight, why to fight, when and where to rotate, when to extract. I recommend starting from the beginning of this playlist, which is linked in description, to learn everything about when to loot in Arena Breakout, and fully understand as it is broken down in order. However, each video you will learn from it standalone useful information. In terms of when to loot in Arena Breakout, so let's say that covers like the players' bodies, but let's say you got some loot from the players, you have a profit. Do you still loot the general map loot, or do you leave that behind? Besides, let's say, the safes.
Yeah, so besides the safes. So what did you say?
Yeah. So after you encounter a team, you got some good loot.
Yeah, sorry, you cut off on the last part of that. I got the first part, but you said something about the safe. Was it safes?
Yeah, so let's say there's a different safe at your location. Maybe there's 3 or 7 or 1. You loot that, and the player kills, obviously. But what's left over, the general map loot, is that worth looting? Or do you leave with the profits you have at that point?
Now, it depends if the lobby is wiped, how much space you have, how heavy you are, how far away the extractions are, if you're gonna loot. Now, if I'm full, I've got lots of player loot, I'm happy, I want to take the profit, I would loot the safes, but you said, the safes is the only thing I'd loot, and then I'd extract. However, if I can run still, if there's things that are worth looting, because some rooms that are worth looting, with like winter jacket room and armory, the second floor is there can be some good loot in there sometimes. Waiting room on armories, if it's not looted, can have some good loot in it sometimes as well. But I would only loot other areas other than the safes if I'm not overweight, if I have space, and the lobby's clear. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try and get out with the loot I have as soon as possible. So if the lobby's clear, so does that mean, let's say you cleared a team nearby you, but there could be another team somewhere else on the map, on Armory or on North Ridge, you would prioritize extracting with the loot you have and the safe loot versus taking the risk to loot the general map loot at that point? Absolutely. I wouldn't. Now, what would sorry. Now, what would change once you have a duo or your full squad there? Now, at that point, would you take that risk if you're a full team? Yes, I would finish shooting the bunker, because a lot of the time, if I'm playing with a full team, the loot can be given out or divided out quite easily, and so a lot of the time you will have space and you will be able to run still without being too heavy, encumbered, so you won't be able to sprint. Now, yes, when it comes to let's say North Ridge, when you're looting as a team, so you're going to loot everything, you've cleared a team, you got a decent amount of everyone, but you still have a lot of space left. Now, I would think that it'd be better to hold the hotel example, 3 players, every location where a team could enter, and wait while one person loots everywhere in the hotel. You take a longer time, and then you leave with still enough time to extract easily. So that's a lot safer than if everyone loots or just one person watches. Now, for my squad and I personally, we just loot everything as fast as possible, and then if we have players coming, or I don't know, we've got good loot on us, then some of us might loot the player kills or the safes while the rest of us are watching. But
So
a
you
lot
would,
a lot of the time, since the hotel on Northridge is so big, it's hard to watch every angle where players might come from.
Now let's say the armory bunker, if there's 2 doors open in that example, and as a full squad, would you hold in that situation and leave 2 people looting?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If both doors are open, we came in from hole in the wall side. We know there are people that tank. We would send 2 people, or sometimes just 1 person to watch tank entrance, and the others would loot. Now we wouldn't be too concerned about hole in the wall because it, like I said, stealth walking does take a while, so it would take a while for people to stealth walk up to hole in the wall and get a good angle on us, or to get a strong position where they can kill one of us. Whereas if they run up, 90% of the time one of the guys looting is going to hear them, and we can either send one of the guys looting to watch hole in the wall, or just if the tank entrance isn't doing much, they're just camping outside, we can get one of the guys from tank entrance to just go just to go over to hole in the wall and hold that angle as well, or entrance as well rather.
So I see armory, it's very easy to hold those angles and guarantee the team won't enter. Though in Northridge, so the hotel, there's too many angles to enter from that it's not worth watching as a team, it's better to just loot quickly. Though when it comes to areas that are more open, like communication station, going to the cable cars or sewage, if you're looting all those areas, then it would be more beneficial to have like 2 people looting and 2 people going ahead and scouting and holding positions around the area so you cannot get surprised. Versus looting quickly altogether.
Now, I will agree and disagree with that. Because, well, sorry, I agree and disagree with that because I do think it is a good idea to have people holding, but I wouldn't say scout ahead while they're looting. I'd just say maybe just find a building to sit in and wait, rather than versus running out in the open. Because
so you'd say not go too far away. Make sure you're relatively close. Have an overlook on the loot area.
For sure. Definitely not just abandon your team trying to scout ahead and stuff.
Right, I see. Yes.